All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Beats and the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins, complete. Richardson has it. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And a big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On second down, here's Haskins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Ready up. 6 is coming. You got Mike 96. Exit, exit. Protein spill. Hey, echo. Now.
Throwing on first down. Walton. Ebron caught left side. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Second and 4. The kidder here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike, 55. 56.
2nd and 5. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's just me and you. It's me and you. Watch twist.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Walton. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Go. 50, plant. 56. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check three. 56. 80 weapon. 56 at the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hit it.
Looking to throw on second down. Walton over the middle. It's complete. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Looking to throw. Walton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Set. 70. Indy. What? QB draw. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Mike 56. Mike 56. I'm going to come back to you. Yep. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 56. Mike 56. Deep grip.
Operating from the gun. Walton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Come on now. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On the double. It's coming. We got Mike 96. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, exit. Go.
Off play action. Walton. Campbell making the catch. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Yes, yes. 6-6. Pull it high.
96, Mike 96.
Hey, orbit.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Tackles, tackles. Mike 96.
Smoke.
Night, night, sweetheart.
5.
On first down, Walton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Bandit. Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. 6 man.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Go, go.
Say it. Hey, 96 is coming.
From the gun, Walton. Got an open man. That's Campbell. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check 3.
Takes 3. 218. Chop it. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Watch the slant.
Shoot.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Ready?
56.
They'll come out in the pistol.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Ready?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 3 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Echo. Echo. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, let's get this.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Let's get the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Henry. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. So we got man. Lights 57.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And they take a knee. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. In the face.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
61, matchbox lights.
Check hot route. Hot. Mike,
operating from the gun. Walton. Catch made here by Campbell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
That's the way.
Check 26, General West.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Reed, hey, Echo.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Mike 56, Mike 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun on 3rd down. Walton. Short little throw to Ebron. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
5.
96, Mike 96. Quit talking about it and bring it. And 96 is coming. Go.
From the gun, Walton. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 8 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hey, turn it up.
From the 31, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Watch safety neutral. Ball trot. He's creeping. Alert flare.
Here we go with Geis. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You must be getting tired.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Bravo. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Walton, he's going to take a shot right away for the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Mike 9. Mike 9. I got it. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Eddie Weapon.
Haskins will throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Slam, slam, slam. Mike 1.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Haskins now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
I'm coming up. Set. Go.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Flush to his right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go. At the 36-yard line. All day. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Oh, here we go.
Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Haywood. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go.
Off the play fake. Walton. And a completion to Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it too deep? Is it through?
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Rosas to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To Thompson on the draw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. One final shot for Haskins. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.